Doey! Doey actually moves after we defeat him? How could the developers leak something this huge about Poppy Playtime Chapter 5? In this video, I'll also show you how to see this live on your own device. No tools, no hacks, just by playing the game with a simple step. You can even explore behind the scenes at the ending of Chapter 4, so make sure you stay until the end. But before we start,
guys, don't forget to watch our previous video where we go out of bounds at the ending of Chapter 4, things you can't see while playing normally.
And also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. You can message us directly there and ask questions.
And also,
hey, stop! Both of you! I thought the world just ended. Let's get into the video before it really does. So guys, let's together find the secret of Doey. Looking at Doey, you can see he is clearly shivering, and his hands are also moving. When we fire at his tail, it reacts to our flare shots. Now, I know what many of you will say. This Doey is a glitch, but it's not that simple. Poppy Playtime is made with Unreal Engine, and if this were a typical accidental behavior, it could have spawned the normal Doey that chases us instead of this frozen one. Moreover, this state of Doey matches the situation perfectly. He is shivering because he is frozen. If it were simply accidental, the Doey would have just played an idle animation, done something random, or remained still. This is far too specific to be typical. So now, what is this? Is it an Easter egg? Well, it might be. This Doey only appears at a very specific step, meaning we need to replay the game and load the checkpoint, which I will show you at the end of this video. There are many glitches in Poppy Playtime when reloading checkpoints, but as mentioned, this one is too specific, perfectly matching the conditions of the situation. Everything changes once I discovered this. Behind the scenes, I had forgotten to pull the hydraulic press to kill Doey, but before I could, he had already killed me. After the jump scare, I saw the same pose of the frozen Doey, his head shivering and his tail moving, but this time he was not in the frozen texture. The question then becomes, what exactly is this Doey we see at this specific reload checkpoint? The frozen Doey we observe is unique, and I like to call it an Easter glitch. It is neither a traditional Easter egg nor a normal glitch, but something in between. An Easter glitch, because it can be viewed either as a glitch or as an Easter egg depending on perspective. Let me show you clearly. When I load the next checkpoint after Doey's death scene and move my player through the closed shutter, the Doey is still under the hydraulic press. When I try to scan my hand, he attacks. But this time he is already frozen, plays the animation, and automatically dies without the hydraulic press being pulled. Here, the logic is not applied as during the death scene when Doey is already frozen. If an entire animation plays this way, it is not hard to believe that the Doey we see shivering during this specific reload step and the Doey after the jump scare are the same model, only with the frozen texture due to reload logic or a careless mistake. Even though this might be the case, the situation still feels like an Easter egg. However, if you ask me, I would say this is still an Easter glitch. What if the developers themselves placed Doey here in the frozen texture, only intending it to appear during such a specific reload sequence? This Doey matches the situation perfectly. At the same time, I don't think the developers intended to create something only accessible by going behind the scenes or breaking the game. Considering this Doey only appears during a very specific reload, we can conclude that this is not a true Easter egg, but what I like to call a special accidental Easter glitch.
no, it's not any of that. It's a cracked omelet toasted glitch.
Nah, this seems more like a big toasted Easter blasted cracked glitch.
Nah, this sounds like a terrible toasted roasted.
Hey, stop both of you! Are you trying to turn this channel into a big toasted hotel? Let me continue this video before I start building my hotel. Okay, so now let's look together at how to find the secret of Doey. First of all, open Chapter 4, and in Load Game, go near the checkpoint I'm heading to. I played this game again and again to bring these videos to you guys. That's why I have so many checkpoints. Don't forget to leave a comment and like this video. It really means a lot to us. Now, we want to load the lab's entrance. Search for Survivor's checkpoint, but if you load it directly, the door to Doey is actually closed. To get it open, instead of directly clicking this checkpoint, you should click Doey Boss Pit, freeze and saw Doey to defeat him. You need to select the first one in this name above the Doey Boss Pit Run checkpoint, which is the one I click. After clicking it, you'll load here. Now, play the game normally from this point. After defeating Doey, if you look at him, you can see he's completely still, not moving at all, and if you look at his tail, it's positioned in one spot. After leaving this room and scanning the other hand scanner, once you reach this spot and the door behind you closes, go to Load Game again. At the top, you'll see the checkpoint called Labs Entrance, Search for Survivors. Click it, and when the checkpoint loads, you'll notice the door is open. Now, when you approach Doey, you can see he's shivering, and if you move around him, you'll notice his tail has changed position. It was on the right at first, but now it's on the left. His hands are moving, and if you fire at his tail, it also reacts. So guys, don't forget to try this. I'm not sure if it works on the phone version, but if the desktop version behaves this way, it's likely to work on mobile as well. Also, I can't guarantee it works on all versions, but of course, give it a try and let me know in the comments if it worked for you. So guys, whether Doey is an Easter egg or not is completely up to you and your own thoughts. But I think this was an Easter glitch. Anyway, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments and tell me what you think about this. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends too. I'll see you in the next video.